Hello crafty friends, I'm Lien from Studio Kato and I'm so glad you're joining me again today. I've had a really lazy Sunday over here, so the card is super simple and the video is super short, but I hope you like it anyway. I'm going to make yet another Halloween card today. I've been really enjoying making them, and I only spent 20 minutes on this card. It was ridiculously easy and I had a lot of fun playing around with this watercolor. Now this is a die cut panel. I die cut it with the Wonky stitched rectangles by My Favorite Things, and it's die cut from Canson Montval 200 GSM watercolor cardstock. So this is cardstock that can handle some wet techniques. And on it, I am just splattering on some liquid watercolors. These are from Ecoline and they are gorgeous and vibrant. I really love them, but I haven't used them in ages. I have had them in my stash since I was a kid and I completely forgot about them. I'm just using a pipette. I hope that's what it's also called in English. I'm just using that to pick up some water, splatter that on, and then pick up some of the watercolor, splatter that on. And I'm just using two types of green. Now I did start with the lighter green, then heat set the entire thing, and then came in with more water and that darker green as well. And that's my background, all done. And for my focal image, I just used this little ghost stamp from Reverse Confetti. It's from the Boudet stamp set, and I stamped that on vellum in Versamark ink to emboss it with Wow Bright White Superfine Embossing Powder. That's my favorite way to make ghosts because they are so quick to make, no coloring involved whatsoever. Now to add dimension to this panel, I am doing some recycling. I am using some cardboard. This is cardboard from boxes from IKEA, I think. It's just packaging really, but I had a lot of it saved to make book covers. I used to make a lot of notebooks, but I don't anymore, so I figured this would make great dimension for a card. So I just trimmed that down and I glued two pieces of cardboard behind my panel to prop it up. And it is lighter than gluing the same amount of paper together to get the same amount of thickness, I mean. So this might be a good alternative if you have a lot of cardboard laying around. I just adhered this ghost down with some Barely Art Precision Craft glue, and I have to admit this glue is not my favorite. There is definitely stronger glue out there, but it is wonderful to adhere vellum to cardstock. You really can see if you have any glue seeping out behind those embossed lines, because that's only where I put the glue, behind the embossing, of course, to hide it a little bit. But of course, the glue is going to seep out beside those lines as well, and that's not visible at all in the end once it's dry. So that's great from the Barely Art Precision Craft glue. Now I also added some gems to the card, and then I am making a matching envelope out of some pastel green paper. The envelope is also super simple today. I just stamped that ghost on there in some green ink. I will list all the ink colors I used below. And then I created a mask just by stamping that again on a post-it note. I put that in place, and then I can stamp a bunch of sentiments around this. I am only using this bold boo stamp that is included in that Reverse Confetti stamp set, and I'm stamping that repeatedly in some darker green ink. The green inks I used were Grassy Knoll and Olive by Pinkfresh Studio. I love the Pinkfresh Studio inks. And that finishes up my envelope. I just peeled off that mask, and then you can see the little ghost in those boos. I really like the envelope. I should probably make a card just like it. And I really love that card as well. It was so simple to make, and it really packs a punch with that splatter area. I really love splatter on my cards, and this is just wonderful. That green is one of my favorite colors, and I realized I only made one green Halloween card, which is obviously something I had to fix today. I hope you like it too. If you did, make sure to leave a thumbs up on this video and leave your thoughts in the comments below. I would love to read them. And I also encourage you to dig deep in your cupboards and see if you've missed any supplies that you haven't used in years, like I did with these watercolors. Of course, you can also subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of my videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.